right, so this is Joshua, breakdown for Joshua 13. Joshua chapter 13. And so I want to say Shalom, Israel, Shalom, Shalom. I'm Yaakov from Judah, and this is Kevin from Gad. So, and if you haven't, for those who are watching online, if you haven't done the previous chapters, go do those first and then catch up with this one, so you can understand what's going on a little bit better and clearer. But this is Joshua chapter 13 breakdown. And see. All right, and whenever you're ready, brother, we are ready to go.
Joshua 13, verse 1 says, Now Joshua was old and stricken in years, and the Lord Yahweh God said unto him, Thou art old and stricken in years, and there remaineth yet very much land to be possessed.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
This is the land that yet remaineth, all the borders of the Philistines, and all the Geshuri.
Right,
Geshuri. From Sihon,
Sihor,
which is before Egypt, even unto the borders of Ekron, northward, which is counting to the Canaanite, 5 lords of the Philistines, and the
Gezatites,
and the
Ashtatites,
and the Escolanites, the Gittites, and the Ekronites, also the Avites.
So right now, the Most High is telling Joshua, we got a whole lot more land to go get. Because remember, we're going around the land of Ham, and we're conquering different countries and taking their lands.
Yes.
So the Most High says, plenty more to go. There's more to go. Everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
So the Most High is letting Joshua know that. And this is an older Joshua. He's gotten older now. So the Most High letting him know we got more work to do. All right, let's keep going.
From the south, all the land of the Canaanites, and the mirror that is beside the Sidonians unto
Ephek,
to the borders of the Amorites.
Right. So can anybody tell me anything about anything at all about the Sidonians? Anything.
Just trying to think.
And everybody has heard something pertaining to that.
Yeah.
The Sidonians. Anybody?
No, I really can't think of nothing.
So real quick, let's go to Matthew 15. Matthew 15 and verse 21.
Oh, okay.
Matthew 15. Oh, okay. Matthew 15 and verse 21. It says, Then Yahushua went thence and departed into the coast of Tyre and Sidon.
Right, so Tyre and Sidon, so the Sidonians are the people who live in Sidon, which is in the land of Ham, so-called Africa. That's where the Messiah was walking when he got off his boat to go and he's still looking for men over there. So that's where we know with them from. All right, let's go back to Joshua. All right, so we are at 5.
Yeah. Yeah, we're on 5.
Verse 5? Okay. All right.
Okay. And the land of the
Gibeonites
and all Lebanon toward the sun rising. Towards the sun rising from Balgad under Mount Hermon until the entering into Hamath.
Right. These are all countries in so-called Africa.
All the inhabitants of the hill country from Lebanon unto
Mesopotamium. Oh, hang on one second. Let me look over here because if it's chopped up on my phone, it's hard for me to break it down. Hang on one second. Let me put it up right here. What verse is that? 6?
yes, sir. We was pronouncing it wrong the whole time.
Misraphothmam. Misraphothmam.
Misraphothmam.
Right.
Misraphothmam, and all the Sidonians, them will I drive out from before the children of Israel. Only divide thou it by lot unto the Israelites of an inheritance, as I have commanded thee.
Mm-hmm.
Now therefore divide this.
Let me read that again. Only divide thou it by lot until the Israelites for an inheritance, as I've commanded thee. So it's supposed to be divided a certain way amongst the 12 tribes, or the 9 tribes at the moment. Go ahead.
Now therefore divide this land for an inheritance into the 9 tribes and the half tribe of Manasseh,
Right.
with whom the Reubenites and the Gadites have received their inheritance, which Moses,
So Manasseh and the Reubenites and the Gadites are kind of sharing with each other. Go ahead.
which Moses gave them beyond Jordan eastward, even as Moses, the servant of the Lord Yahweh God, gave them.
Mm-hmm.
From
Aurora,
that is upon the bank of the river of
the river Arnon.
Arnon, and the city that is in the midst of the river, and all the plain of Medeba into Dibon, and all the cities of Sihon, king of the Amorites, which reigned in Heshbon, and to the border of the children of Ammon.
Okay, go ahead. Who are the Ammonites?
So-called Caucasians.
Mm-mm.
Damn. Oh.
Anybody?
The so-called Japanese.
Right, Japanese. And what are the Chinese people called?
Moabites.
Moabites.
And the land of?
Moab.
Right, the land of what?
Moab.
Right. The land of, the Moabites in the land of what, Maya?
Excuse me?
The Moabites are in the land of what?
Moab.
Okay.
You think I'm not
Right,
listening?
so we Joshua 13 and 11.
You think I'm not
And
listening?
Gilead, the border of the Gershurites
Mm-hmm.
and the Maccathites, and all Mount Hermon, and all Bashan unto Succoth.
Okay, that'll work south, but either way.
South. Okay. All the kingdom of Og in Bashan, which reigned in Ashtaroth and in Edrei, who remained of the raiment of the giants,
The remnant.
the remnant of the giants.
Mm-hmm.
For these did Moses smite and cast them out.
Okay, go ahead. Which are all so-called Hamites. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, the children of Israel expelled not the Gershurites, nor the Machanites, but the Jeshurites and the Maccathites dwell among the Israelites until this day.
Mm-hmm.
Only unto the tribe of Levi he gave non-inheritance. The sacrifices of the Lord Yahweh God of Israel made by fire are their inheritance, as he said unto them.
Mm-hmm. Only unto the tribe of Levi he gave none inheritance. So the Most High did not give Levi all this land that he gave everybody else. The sacrifices of the Lord Yahweh God of Israel made by fire are their inheritance, as he said unto them. So we'll get a little bit more understanding about that. Let's keep going.
And Moses gave unto the tribe of the children of Reuben inheritance according to their families, and their coast was from Aurora, that is on the bank of the river of Arnon, and the city that is in the midst of the river, and all the plain by
Deba.
Medeba, Heshbon and all her cities that are in the plain, Gibeon and the
Mothball.
Mothball and Bethbal
Beth-Baal-Meon.
Bethbalmeon and
Jehaza.
and
Demuth.
Kedemoth and Methphah Mephath and
Kirjathim.
and Sibma
Sibma.
and
Zareth-Shahar.
Zareth Shahar
Mm-hmm.
in the mount of the valley,
Mm-hmm.
and Beth Peor
Right.
and Ashdoth
Pisgah. Ashdoth-Pisgah.
Pisgah
Mm-hmm.
and Beth Jesimoth.
Right. It's a good thing we're not getting tested by these names, right?
Yeah.
Because we all fail, man. All right. Verse 21.
And all the cities of the plain, and all the kingdom of Sihon, king of the Amorites, which reigned in Heshbon, whom Moses smote with the princes of Midian, Evi, what is that?
Evi. And
Evi.
Rekem.
And Rekem, and Zur, and Hur, and Reba,
Mm-hmm.
which were dukes of Sihon,
Mm-hmm.
dwelling in the country.
Right. Dukes just mean leaders. That's what dukes mean. Just mean leaders. Go ahead.
Balaam, also the son of Beor,
Mm-hmm.
the soothsayer, soothsayer, did the children of Israel slay with the sword among them that were slain by them.
Right. So a soothsayer is someone that tell you things to soothe you and make you feel better. What's another name for a soothsayer?
Fortune teller.
And what else?
A pastor?
Not necessarily a pastor.
Oh.
Not necessarily. What? Anybody else? Any more names for a soothsayer?
Doctor.
Huh?
Doctor.
Uh-uh.
I was gonna say a witch.
A witch could be. So a soothsayer is the same thing as a seer. S-E-E-R. What is a seer?
So people that look.
Somebody that can tell the future.
Tell the
See in
future.
the future.
That's a prophet.
Yeah. She said it.
What, a prophet?
She said no. She was like what'd you say, like a witch?
Yeah, voodoo or
Like she said, like voodoo or something, like
Right,
a fortune
right.
teller.
Right. So it's like a prophet, but a little bit on the left-hand side in some cases. Like this case. He's kind of back and forth a little bit. All right, let's keep going.
And the border of the children of Reuben was Jordan, and the border thereof.
Wait a minute. Read that 22 again.
Yes, sir.
I want to make sure we get the understanding of that.
Balaam, also son of Beor,
Mm.
the soothsayer,
Mm.
did the children of Israel slay with the sword among them that were slain by them.
So we're naming the people that we killed. Balaam, also the son of Beor, the soothsayer. So let's go real quick to Numbers 31 and 8.
Numbers 31 and 8 says, and they slew the kings of Midian, beside the rest of them that were slain, namely Evi, and Rekem, and Zur, and Hur, and Reba, 5 kings of Midian. Balaam, also son of Beor, they slew with the sword.
Right. So let's go back to Joshua 13:22.
Yes, sir.
So we killed Balaam, also the son of Beor, the soothsayer, the prophet. Go ahead.
And the border of the children of Reuben was Jordan, and the border thereof. This was the inheritance of the children of Reuben after their families, and the city and the villages thereof.
Mm-hmm.
And Moses gave inheritance unto the tribe of Gad, even unto the children of Gad according to their families.
Mm-hmm.
And their coast was Jazer,
Jezer.
and all the cities of Gilead, and half of the land of the children of Ammon,
Mm-hmm.
unto Aurora, that is before Rabbah,
That'll work.
and from Heshbon into
Ramath Mizpah.
Ramoth Mizpah,
Mm-hmm.
and Bethany,
Betonim.
Betonim, and from Mahanaim into the border of Debir.
It'll probably be more like Mahanaim, but you know, yeah.
And in the valley,
Betharam,
and Beth
Nimrah,
Nimrah, and Succoth, and Zaphon, and the rest of the kingdom of Sihon, king of Heshbon, Jordan in his border, even unto the edge of the sea of Chinnereth on the other side of Jordan eastward.
Right, go ahead.
This is the inheritance of the children of Gad after their families, the cities and their villages.
Right, so there was a time when, when Edomites came to this land, they were paid to come here to prove that there were Israelites here. They knew that they were supposed to be here. That's why when Christopher Columbus came traveling this way, he had Israelites on the boat with him to translate in Hebrew when they came to the Americas. Everybody understand that?
Okay.
So when they found them, then long story short, they decided that they wanted their own country. They wanted their own freedom from the rest of the people, the rest of the Edomites. That's why the war broke out, the Revolutionary War, and in 1776 is when they got their own independence from Europe. This is Edomite fighting each other. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
So when they came here running around going mad crazy, dividing up properties with no paper, no pen. It didn't matter. What they saw, they took. And families and families and families. They came running and singing and dancing while killing the people that were here and trying to enslave them. At the same time, they were running around dividing up land. We're talking about thousands and hundreds of thousands of acres. I knew an Edomite man that I worked for in the country one time. He owned himself 23,000 acres, just him alone. And he wasn't even considered a wealthy man by his standards. By our standards possibly, but by his Edomite standards, he wasn't considered a wealthy man. But he just owned 23,000 acres. You understand that? Which he probably got from his grandfather, who he stole from his tribe. His tribe was already here. Gad. You understand that?
Yes,
So they're running around crazy, mad with lust, mad with happiness and joy, because all this land, they just took whatever they saw. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
That's what we're doing right now. That's what we're reading. We're taking this from our enemies. These people have destroyed us, and now we get to take it back. I know it's not that exciting reading what we're reading, but it is. It is, because we're taking back what's ours. This whole place is for us. It's for us. We don't realize that. But it's explained that he made this world for us. And they took it from us. So now what we're doing, and even though it don't sound exciting, it is so exciting what we're reading. We're taking our stuff back. Y'all feel that?
Yes, sir.
All right, read that again, 28.
And this is the inheritance of the children of Gad after their families, the cities and their villages.
All right, go ahead.
And Moses gave inheritance into the half tribe of Manasseh, And this was the possession of the half tribe of the children of Manasseh by their families. And their coast was from
Mahanaim.
Mahanaim, all Bashan, all the kingdom of Og, king of Bashan, and all the towns of Jar, which are in Bashan, 80 cities.
Mm-hmm.
So 60 cities. And half Gilead, and Ashtaroth, and Edrei, cities of the kingdom of Og in Bashan, were pertaining unto the children of Machir, the son of Manasseh, even to the one half of the children of Machir by their families.
Mm-hmm.
These are the countries which Moses did distribute for inheritance in the plains of Moab,
Mm-hmm.
on the other side Jordan by Jericho eastward.
Mm-hmm. So we're just getting this land, dividing it up. You can understand how happy, because remember, we just came out of the wilderness, y'all. Remember that. We just came out of the wilderness, and remember we were complaining about the food that we had in the wilderness. It wasn't nothing but quail and manna. Quail and manna. Quail and manna every day. Quail and manna. And could we go get the manna on the Shabbat?
Sure.
No. What did we have to do the day before?
We have to store enough for tomorrow.
Right, and that was the only time we could store manna is for the Shabbat. Any other day you store some manna, what happened?
It will rot.
Right,
Worms.
and what else happened to it? Anybody? What happened to that manna that we stored? He said it'll rot, and he said worms, huh?
The maggots on it.
Yeah. What else? One more thing. He said it will rot, and with worms, and there's something else.
It would smell bad.
It will smell bad.
Yeah.
Right. So that's where we came from, and now we got all this. Y'all understand that?
Yes, sir.
Right. And the land of Ham is huge. It's huger than this island. It's huge. You understand that?
Supposed to be one of the biggest continents in the world.
Right. It's huge. And we're just dividing it up. All right?
33 says, but unto the tribe of Levi, Moses gave not an inheritance. The Lord Yahweh God of Israel was their inheritance, as he said unto them.
Right. So what I mentioned earlier that we'll explain, we get a little bit more information on. So that 33. But unto the tribe of Levi, Moses gave not any inheritance. Moses didn't give them nothing. Why? The Lord Yahweh God of Israel was their inheritance, as he said unto them. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
So at this time, what that means is, at this time, we had to go to the Levi priests in order to connect to the Heavenly Father. We had to go to them, to the Levi priests. They're the only ones with the scrolls. They're the only ones with the scrolls that we could read. Because back in those days, you couldn't just go to somebody's tent and they got a Bible and they reading scrolls. Every tent, it wasn't like that. We had to go to the priest in order to get the understanding, to read what's going on and get the commandments that we understood to understand now. Everybody understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, so that's the breakdown of Joshua 13. So with that, we're going to say shalom.
Shalom.